Oh, hey, we're recording.
Lara and the Lumberchat podcast.
I accidentally overflowed the bathroom at the public library.
Our cat farts more than any cat I know.
I've never been good at anything in my entire life, and I don't intend to start now.
I'm way too controlling.
Oh, I went to go put my shoes on, and for some reason, there was poop in there.
You're the most perfect human I've ever met.
Which is not true, because I have, in fact, met you, Lara.
All right. Wow. This is the very first episode of Lara and the Lumberchat. I'm Lara.
And I'm the Lumberchat.
He's got a real name, though.
Sometimes I go by Dylan.
Dylan, yeah. This is our first episode, so try to be a little patient with us because we're still figuring things out. But we're going to try to have a good time.
Or throw tomatoes at your screen. It doesn't really matter to us.
Yeah, like unsubscribe before you've even subscribed.
Cancel us, whatever.
Yeah, cancel us.
I thought we should name the podcast Let's Get Canceled, but Lara didn't like that idea.
It's it would be easy for us to get canceled, though, is the problem.
Oh, it's inevitable.
Okay, we're going to turn this off now.
Oh, you didn't like that?
You want to play it again? No, we're not going to play it again.
It's already playing in my mind, so.
All right, so Lara and the Lumberchat podcast, episode 1. Let's introduce ourselves. Dylan, what makes you you? He's already drinking the water.
Oh, yeah, I'm already drinking the water. I'm thirsty. That is what makes me me is water. I think that's what makes everyone who they are is water. I like to drink water.
He's a thirsty boy.
Actually, I don't really like to drink water. I have to. I wish I didn't have to. That would be nice. So what makes you, Lara?
No, I asked you. Like, no, who's Dylan? Like, actually.
I'm just some random dude, and I am engaged to the best person that I've ever met. That would be you. If you didn't know that, then we might have a different set of problems on our hands. So you're my fiance, and
I took some diligent notes about what makes Dylan Dylan, because I'm an over preparer. I'm also a control freak, as we've all learned, as Dylan's learned. But I've written down some things that you enjoy, like metal music. You're wearing a Flub shirt right now. They're a local Sacramento metal band. Car enthusiast. You could talk anybody's ears off about cars, trucks.
Yes, especially trucks. But yeah, cars are cool. Trucks are better. The same thing as cars.
You're very much into video games.
Some, yeah.
So much so I never know what you're talking about when you're talking about it, but I see how excited you are.
I don't know what I'm talking about, so that makes sense.
Conspiracy theories.
Yes. But some of them aren't theories, though. Like, they're confirmed. Like, well, we'll talk about it later. But there's a lot of them that are, like, confirmed, like MK
They're not theories. They're real.
No. Some of them are real. They're confirmed documents.
I believe you.
But, yeah.
You usually listen to conspiracy theories when you poop, right? On the toilet every morning.
I do that, and I also I have this. It's like a tablet that I bought. It's actually based on it's a cell phone, but it has buttons on the sides and joysticks, and then shoulder buttons. And I believe all the joysticks and shoulder buttons and all that stuff are based on they're parts from the Nintendo Switch. So it's like a little handheld, really small thing. It's based on an Android platform, so it's based on.
So you watch videos on them? Is that what you're saying?
No. I watch the video. I listen to the videos while I play video games.
Oh yeah, okay. So you just do both at the same time.
Correct. Yeah. I lately have been playing. It's a game called AM2R, which stands for Another Metroid 2 Remake. I really like the Metroid games. You could see I have a Metroid tattoo. Well, it's a Metroid and Ridley from the Metroid series. So the second game in the series was not that good. So they remade it.
Remember how
fan remade it.
So before we started this,
yes.
Actually, I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's
but
fine.
Before we started this, Dylan was like, we need a button that says tangent alert, tangent alert, because we're both probably going to go off on tangents, but more so probably Dylan. I don't know why I just interrupted you, though. So go ahead, talk about video games.
I was just going to talk about that game that I was playing, but I just beat it, and it was very fun.
What was the name of it?
It's called AM2R, and it stands for Another Metroid 2 Remake. I don't know why it's another. I didn't know there was an original one.
So it's a remake of the original remake?
No, it's a remake of the sequel. So the first Metroid game was pretty good. The second Metroid game, because they took it from the original Nintendo and put it on the handheld system, the Game Boy, the screen was really small. Like trying to play a video, actually not on a screen, not even as good as this screen here.
So I like video games, but I only like the real old ones on the Sega Genesis. I like Sonic the Hedgehog number 3, Jungle Strike, if anyone remembers that, Alien Storm.
Jam.
He's a thirsty boy. He's drinking again. Also, I had down for Dylan horror films.
Yes.
And you're very talkative and outgoing.
You might say I'm too talkative, in fact.
And what about me? I do radio. I'm on a radio station here in Sacramento, That Damn Show on 98 Rock. I love dyeing my hair to look like a unicorn, although it is not dyed right now. The bottoms are still kind of bleached, but it's almost getting back to natural.
She also likes The Office a whole lot.
Yeah.
You could say we like The Office.
I have flaws. What are they? Oh, I don't know. I sing in the shower. Sometimes I spend too much time volunteering.
Yeah, sometimes I watch The Office 17 times consecutively. Don't judge me. I'm really good at being competitive. I like sports. I like winning things, probably too much. I like arguing. Dylan knows that.
We like arguing.
We like arguing, but I probably amplify it a lot of the times. Speaking of which, this podcast has already started with some healthy arguing, some drama.
Not even just arguing, screaming matches.
Well, yes.
Plates were thrown.
But there were multiple factors that came into play during this argument. It happened last night when we were kind of getting things ready for the podcast, getting started.
That's true.
We decided we want to open up about it.
Did we decide we want to or that we need to?
We need to. It's going to be, this podcast is going to double as entertainment and therapy for us.
That's true.
So last night we were setting it up, and I was the one that kind of set up the podcast, like the equipment, the desk, the mics and everything, whatever.
She purchased everything too.
That doesn't matter. What I'm saying is, like, I set it up a specific way. I had a vision. Like, I'm in radio, so this to me is like something I've dreamed about starting, and I'm especially excited to be doing it with you. But after I set it up, he came in and he wanted to kind of move some stuff around, and I got really mad, and he was tired because he had been working all day long. Yep. And I was yelling at him, and he said some choice words.
Choice.
Do you want to say what those words were?
I told Lara that I don't know if I want to do this podcast with you. And she didn't like that very much.
I didn't like
at
it.
all.
But I did start it. I did yell first. And we were having a debate. What's worse, yelling or saying something like that? Although I get why you wouldn't want to work with someone if they're just yelling at you all the time. But I'm an Italian. I yell a lot. You know that. I'm
German. I speak angrily no matter what I say. Like, come on. Have you heard anybody speak German ever?
Yes.
They sound like
exactly
like angry. I don't know.
He's a thirsty boy. He's drinking again. Every time I need a button that says thirsty boy.
I knew you were going to say that.
But I was just thinking about it because this actually caused a big fight with us.
It did.
And people act like, because every time I bring up, like, at work that we had an argument, one of my coworkers says something like, man, you guys always argue. You guys are going to break up. And I'm just like, if you understood how far from the truth that really is, like, you wouldn't even know. Think about, like, the couples you know that seem like they have it all together the most, like the people that actually stay together. They get married and they stay together for years and years, and a lot of people, like, that's what they're looking for. Those people argue all the time, and you know it.
I agree. I don't think it's important. Like, I think if you don't argue, to me, if you don't argue, it's almost like you just don't care. And I think that it's more important to be able, like, it's fine to argue. And in fact, I think it's good. But I think what's important is that you see on each other's, what's the word? Like,
point of view?
Yeah, point of view. Thank you. And that way, you can kind of be like, oh, yeah, I see where you're coming from with that. And then you can kind of meet in the middle. You may not always agree. I don't think you have to always agree. But I do think it is important to talk it out afterwards.
And I think, like, it comes down to, like, a gut feeling, because in past relationships, a fight, like, I knew, like, you have a feeling, I don't think we can do this long term. I don't want to be with this person anymore. But whenever we fight, I never does it cross my mind, man, maybe we shouldn't be together. That never crosses my mind.
Yeah, same here. I think maybe I'll just go downstairs and cool off for a second. And we live in a 2-bedroom townhouse, and our bedroom is upstairs, and or both of our studio and our bedroom are upstairs. And I'll go, well, maybe I'll just go watch TV downstairs, or look at car parts on Craigslist or something that I shouldn't do. But yeah, I mean, that's the worst, is that we might walk away from each other. Right? I'm going to go downstairs and eat a frozen Go-Gurt, and then I'll come back up and talk to you again.
Yeah. even if it was like an argument that was going on for a long time, though, I just still feel like I know that I'm supposed to be with you. So I guess what I'm saying is I love you.
I love you too, Lara.
Wow. This is like therapy.
I guess one thing that's important.
Sorry, what?
I guess one thing that's important is not going to bed mad at each other or like leaving. Like don't go to work mad or whatever. I feel like this is an irrational thing that I think of, but I think, what if the last thing I say to you and then something happens is like, hey, you know what, screw you or whatever. I say something hurtful and then I go get in the car. Hey, I'm going to go to the bar to chill out and hang out with some friends, and then I get in a car accident and I die. And that was the last thing I said to you. I have like an irrational fear of that.
That's sad.
Yeah, and
I think about that too, though. Every time you walk out the door, I'm like, I hope he doesn't get in a car accident because I love him so much.
Well, it's not just that. I don't want to get in a car accident. Obviously, I just got in one last year and it sucked, but I was fine. But I just think, what if I didn't? What if the last thing that I said to you was something hurtful, and that's the last thing you can think of is me being like, hey, I don't like the way you did whatever. Instead of saying something nice or saying, maybe trying to, I don't know, correct the way you did something. Not correct, but like
being critical or something like
that.
Yeah,
being rude about being critical.
Yeah, that's why I'd say for the most part, you and me always like we say like, I love you before you walk out the door or whatever.
Right.
We're not like that. But we do argue throughout the week, I would say.
Right.
A good amount. Which is not a deal breaker in any way for me.
I agree. I don't think it's a deal breaker. I have been in relationships where towards the end, it was like, we didn't even argue. Like we'd be sitting this close to each other. I don't know if you could see, we're, 8 inches apart. And it was like, we might as well have been on different planets. It didn't matter. Towards the end, it was just like, man, I couldn't, like, I want to be anywhere but here. And that's literally the exact opposite of the whole time that I've been with you. I've never felt that way once.
That's nice. So I just wanted to cordially apologize for being a control freak last night and not letting you move the mic stand.
Can I move the mic stand?
I really don't want you to. Not going to lie. I don't want you to move it. But if you need to move it,
no, it's fine. I think it's adjusted right.
I'd also like to make peace with beer, but not just any type of beer. It's a special beer. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
No, this is Kilt Lifter, which is a beer that you rave about. You share with our friends. You love it. It's by Moylan's. And you gave me this bottle of Kilt Lifter about 3 years ago, maybe 2.5.
Yeah, probably about that, 2.5, 3 years ago.
And I said, I'm not going to drink it. I'm going to save this for a very special day. Whenever you gave this to me, we were not actually together yet. I don't believe. We were just kind of talking. But I had a really good feeling that we were going to stick together. So I was thinking maybe we drink it like, on our anniversary or something like that. But I decided, it's a better day than the first Lara and the Lumberchat podcast to break open this Kilt Lifter.
You're going to make it all fizzy by slamming it.
I will. But, there's more. There's more to this story. This has been in the trunk of my car for like a year and a half. I don't know if beer expires. Does it?
It does. It does, in fact, expire. Funny story, my uncle, we'll call him Uncle Ribs because I don't know if he wants me to say his, there's a funny story behind that that I can tell later. But my Uncle Ribs, he has a neighbor.
You have an Uncle Ribs? I've never heard of Uncle Ribs.
He lives around the corner from your mom.
Oh, you're changing his name. Okay.
Change his name. I don't know if he wants me to say his name on the podcast.
I'm going to call him Uncle Ribs from now on.
Do it. Have you heard that story?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, should I tell the story? I'm not saying his name.
But what were you originally going to say about him?
Oh, so he had a neighbor that transports. He's like a trucker, and he takes beer to places. And anytime it's about to expire, he has to take it. So he always ends up with a bunch of almost expired or recently expired beer, which stuff is usually good shortly after it's expired. So he ends up with, he had a separate fridge, just completely full of PBR, which I liked PBR at the time. And he had more than most people could drink in probably 6 months. So he gave me literally a garbage bag filled with PBR. And I started drinking
PBR
in a garbage bag where it belongs. So I would drink them, and I wouldn't even be finished with the beer, and I would get a headache, and my stomach would hurt. Well, it turns out they were like 5 years expired.
I've never had PBR, but
it's okay. It's kind of weedy.
Well, we don't have to like drink a lot of this beer. I just wanted to take it like a little taste, like a cheers.
Let's drink it. Let's drink it on air, or whatever this is called.
You guys don't even understand how like romantic this is right now. We're drinking
the most
expired
romantic.
beer from like 3 years ago.
Before you open that, let's see if it's expired.
It probably is. I just opened it. Okay.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I was wondering what the glasses were here for. I thought, what did she have these here for? We just, oh, look at this. He likes Metallica.
All right, we just got a little bit. Oh, it's pretty fuzzy.
Yeah, it's still foamy, which is weird. This beer doesn't normally foam that much.
If you want more, you can have some. I just poured a little bit. All right, cheers to our first podcast and arguing.
And our future together.
I like it.
Yep, tastes fine.
Does it taste like it normally tastes? Because I know you drink this pretty often.
It's it tastes a little different. I'm gonna give myself
What kind of beer is this? Because you know I don't. It's like
Scotch style ale.
a Scotch. Okay, I thought it was like a dark one, like Guinness.
It is a dark one. It's. I mean, saying something that's a dark one doesn't really tell you a whole bunch at all. But yeah, this is one. I have some friends, or well, I consider them friends. They probably hate me, but I have people.
I poured him like a shot's worth, and then he just filled the glass up all the way. Nice. Midday. It's like noon right now when we're recording this.
Are you serious? It's like 3.
It's 3 o'clock. That's how
It's like
far.
4
It's a
o'clock.
Sunday. Okay, don't get on my ass about it. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
So I have some people that I consider friends that probably don't like me, and they're in the local metal community and bands and whatnot. And this is the beer. Usually I'll be like, hey man, I'll come hang out with you guys while you practice or whatever. And there's like places in Rancho Cordova or wherever they practice. And I'll bring this as well as whatever, if they like Rolling Rock or whatever, like my friend John from Waste Walker, the shirt you're wearing, he really likes Rolling Rock. So I'll take him Rolling Rock, but I think he goes in phases of what he likes at the time, you know?
I don't drink beer that often just because it usually makes me feel weird or bloated the next day. TMI, weird poops too. But when I do drink beer, I usually like the basic stuff like Coors Light or Heineken's. I'm not like a big on the dark beers, the heavier beers.
I like the dark beers a lot. Yeah, I have, what did I drink yesterday? Old Rasputin.
Oh yeah, Rasputin.
Yeah, it's called Old Rasputin.
Like from Anastasia.
He's
I know he's a real
person.
person, but that's what I know him from, Anastasia.
So he's an interesting person because they tried all these different ways to kill him. Did you hear about that?
Mm-hmm.
They like shot him. It didn't kill him. They poisoned him. It didn't kill him.
So I know he's like a real person, but I don't know the whole story about him. Like he was
like,
attacking the royal family or something.
He was like their advisor or something, I think. And it's just interesting to me that so they wanted, for some reason they tried to kill him all these different ways and shot him. It didn't work. They poisoned him. It didn't work. They threw him in the ocean and, it being like
because he sold his soul to the devil.
That's right.
That's right. Okay, that was accurate then because that was in the movie.
I was just joking. I didn't know that was in the movie.
What was his deal then? I thought he was like a witch doctor or something.
I don't know that much
whatever.
about him.
I guess.
But he drowned. He didn't know how to swim. So that's how they killed him, was by throwing him in the ocean. And he survived the cold Russian Ocean. And they're like, "Nah, mate, you don't know how to swim." So then he drowned.
All right. I actually put together a little game that we can play.
A game?
A game?
A game.
On the first episode.
You know what we should do? We should play. There's I know you don't like Motorhead, and I know you don't like wrestling. I don't really like wrestling either.
What do you mean I don't? I don't even know a Motorhead song. How could I not like them if I don't even know anything about them?
I guarantee you know the song "The Ace of Spades."
Oh,
that's Motorhead. The guy with the yeah. He sounds like he
Ace of Spades.
1 million packs of cigarettes a day. He's dead, by the way. But he had one of their songs. It's called "The Game," and it was the theme song, the walk-in song for Triple H. He used to wrestle, and now he's in management in WWF. I don't know.
The only wrestler I know besides like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Hulk Hogan is,
and his name is John Cena.
I like playing with my hotkeys.
Are you telling me you don't know Macho Man Randy Savage?
I said just besides like the basic ones. I just wanted to push the button. Okay,
fine, but don't disparage the name of the one, the only, the Macho Man Randy Savage. Did you know that he was a professional baseball player for a season before he did professional wrestling?
I did not know that.
There you go. He went under the name Randy Poffo because Savage was not his real last name.
Well, the game we're going to play, I'll play the little intro for it. Dylan. Yeah, it's time to guess what is that sound.
Did you run sound with sound?
Yeah, but we're going to play a game. It's called What's That Sound? I'm going to play a sound for you, and you got to guess what it is.
But you rhymed sound to sound. I don't like that.
Hey, Dylan, what's that sound? Yeah, it's time to guess what is that sound. Hey, don't act like you don't love it. All right, so don't look at my computer screen because I've got the sounds titled on here. You don't have to turn all the way around.
I don't have to, but I choose to.
Okay. All right, I'm going to play them. You just guess, whatever you want.
You got it.
Here's the first one.
That sounds familiar, but I can't.
You don't have to guess the song, but what is that?
Oh, it's a song. Okay, I thought it was just a sound.
It's not a song.
Like,
it's just a sound.
Am I asking are you asking what instrument it is?
Yes.
A theremin?
It is a theremin.
No way. That's a theremin?
Yeah. Which is like basically TV antennas, and you put your hand in between both of them, and when you move your hand, like you can come up with different frequencies that make sounds, and people actually make like full-on music, like they can be in orchestras and stuff.
So you move one hand up.
You've seen the videos, right?
Yeah, I showed it. Yeah, my dad showed it to me there's like some Led Zeppelin movie where it's like a collection of live videos and some other weird set. I think it's called The Song Remains the Same. But he showed me that when I was a kid, and their guitar player, Jimmy Page, used to play one of those. But you move your hand, like one hand to the left and right and closer to it.
It's like volume, and then the other one is like pitch.
Is the pitch, yeah.
It's really trippy,
it's like,
actually.
It's like magic.
And they're old, too. Like, there's like old black and white videos of people using theremins. It's like, I only learned about what a theremin was like last year.
Yeah, because of me, right? Like, didn't I show you?
Yeah, actually, it was you. Okay, the second, guess that sound.
Celery.
That's your guess based on what I just played?
Yeah.
No, okay, listen again.
Watermelon? I don't know. It sounds like they're like some kind of fruit they're chopping and then biting into. Coconut?
No, it's not a vegetable of any type. It's not a produce. It's not even a real food. Well, it is a real food.
Is it a potato chip? It's Pringles.
It's Pringles.
Okay. The cap popping open sounded like celery being sliced.
It is.
The reason I know that is because I have real jacked up knees from being in the military, and they don't hurt, but they are very, very crunchy. I'm sure you've heard them. You can actually put your hand on my knee and feel them when I bend my knees. But my friend Brad decided it was a good idea to listen to it with a stethoscope. We did medical when I was in the military. So we had stethoscopes around, and he listened to one, and he said it sounded like somebody just broke a piece of celery in half. I actually had been told that by multiple people. Not knowing what that sounded like myself, I looked it up on YouTube. So,
Okay. Yeah, Pringles. You call me Pringles. That's his nickname for me.
It's one of them.
It's one of them.
One of many.
There's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them.
Okay. Don't look at the computer screen. I don't want you to cheat. Are you cheating?
No.
Okay. Here's the next sound.
Small block Chevrolet 350?
No.
Really? Then I have no idea. It's an engine. It's a car engine, obviously.
So you think it's a Chevy?
Sounds like a Chevy.
That is a 1975 Chevy K10.
Yeah, so 75. Okay, that more than likely that had. Play it again. Yeah, that probably either had a 350, a 327, or a turbo or a 400 small block.
I knew that you're going to be able to guess some specifics just based on a clip of a truck.
Certain engines have certain sounds, like the 5.7 Hemi that's in a Dodge. It's a really good sounding engine. I'm not a Dodge guy, but they have like, if someone is behind me starting up a vehicle, like I can guarantee that that's either one of the cars with the 5.7 Hemi or the truck with the 5.7 Hemi. They just have a real specific sound.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I believe that you're telling accurate information.
Okay.
All right.
Otters?
What?
Otters?
No.
Play that again. I have no idea.
I know you know what this is. You've spent a lot of time watching this.
No clue. I don't know what that is.
You want to get a tattoo of one of the people.
Oh, is it an elephant?
No, you want to get a tattoo of one of the people from this.
I don't know what you're talking
Guess
about.
categories.
I don't know. I give up. I throw in the towel.
You aren't going to guess?
I guessed already.
Okay. Well, That is the child. That's Baby Yoda from The Mandalorian.
Okay. Play that again.
I thought the sound effects would have given it away, like in the background.
Oh, the beeping. I didn't think about that. What's the water part of the noise though?
I think he was like in the water getting some eggs or something. Remember how he ate those eggs?
That lizard chick's eggs.
Yeah.
Right. Which I'm assuming she was a woman, right?
If there's eggs, probably.
But there's like sometimes where they I don't know, inseminate the eggs and then it's the male's job to carry them, right? We don't know what they wrote in Star Wars.
Okay. What's that sound?
Play that again.
I know you've seen this or heard this.
It sounded like there was laughter in the background, so I have no idea.
You're not going to guess. Do you need a hint?
What's that video of the animal playing the saxophone?
A seal?
Yeah, it is a seal. Is that what it is?
No, but I could see how you could get that. This is Justin Bieber laughing, but he's not just laughing. He's making fun of another girl who was laughing. And it's, that Vine we watch. He goes, I like that laugh. Remember you mocking the girl?
I don't remember that at all.
Well, it's a Vine, and you've watched it. I'm 100% sure.
I do remember that. Yeah.
He was like 15 years old.
Yeah.
All right.
Before he was like a little butthole. Play that again.
Okay.
I have no idea what that is.
You don't even have a guess?
It's someone laughing, but I don't know who it is laughing.
Did you hear the first part?
Yeah, I don't know what that is though. Like someone. Oh, is that man? Is that dude singing the national anthem?
Who?
Oh man, Carl Lewis.
No, but that's a good guess. It is someone singing.
No, I don't know what it is though.
Okay, well, if you know it's someone singing, I'm going to play it for you one more time and give you one more chance.
I have no idea.
That is an American Idol audition. Bad singer Paula Abdul and Randy Jackson laughing at them because they were so bad.
I've never watched American Idol one day in my life.
I've never watched the actual TV show. I've only watched clips on YouTube.
I've never even watched that.
Okay.
Nor do I
Are you looking at the computer?
I'm not. I'm looking at this thing.
Okay.
Oh, man. There's that thing there. It's going to annoy me.
And they need to be taken care of. Ow!
Oh, is this the Vine where the guy has the hippo and the hippo is, they can't get out of the cage. And it comes out of the cage and it runs into him?
No.
Is it the one with...
It's not a Vine.
Oh, man. Okay.
But it has like the same energy as a Vine.
I don't know what that means.
Okay, well, listen to the voice. You know who this is for sure.
And they need to be taken care of. Ow!
Oh, that's old freaking LeVar Burton himself.
Yes. That is a blooper from Reading Rainbow. He's petting a cow. The cow bites him and he goes, ow! He freaks out.
Cows bite people?
Apparently this one did. It was a little baby cow.
Maybe that's
and
why.
They need to be taken care of. Ow!
That sounds fake. I mean, even him being in pain sounds wholesome.
I watched it. It was authentic.
Nobody's that wholesome when they're like, I hit my head the other day and I bit the crap out of my lip another day, maybe the same day. And it makes me just want to frickin' launch nukes on into the ocean and just kill wildlife.
Well, yeah, neither of us are like that wholesome.
That's
We're
what I'm
wholesome,
saying.
but
How
not
is
LeVar Burton wholesome.
Like, I did these things to myself. I hit my own head on the door or whatever it was, and I bit my own lip because I was being stupid and eating food that was too hot. So it's like my fault, and I get mad. And he's getting bit by something that's not his fault, by a cow.
Oh, yeah. No, I wake up in the morning and I curse the world repeatedly until I feel better.
That's true.
That's what I do.
Tornado.
Good guess. I guess it's kind of bad audio, but that is not it.
Earthquake.
No.
The Starship Enterprise.
You were in the correct-ish realm before, but it's not the Starship
Avalanche.
Enterprise. No.
I have no idea.
It is a natural disaster.
So earthquake.
No.
I said earthquake. I said, is it a tsunami?
No.
Is it, I don't know.
Don't look.
I'm not looking.
Okay. Okay, I'll give you a hint. In the place you used to live for a little while.
Volcano.
Yes, it's a volcanic eruption. I guess I need a celebration sound when you get it right. Because I can't play the applause every time. All right, next.
Okay, the pop. It sounded like when you open like certain pasta sauces. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
No. But why would you be able to hear the sauce before it was opened?
Exactly. That's why it doesn't make sense. Like you played it backwards to mess with me.
That's exactly what it is. It's opening a can of spaghetti sauce in reverse.
Are you serious?
No, it's not.
Oh, I was like, what? I have no idea then.
Okay, listen one more time. What does that sound like to you? Forget the pop. Just
nothing.
The first part.
Nothing.
What does the first part sound to you?
Sounds like nothing. Someone's making a noise.
That's someone washing their hands. They're lathering up their hands.
Okay.
They're washing their hands. That's what it is.
Why's the pop at the end?
Like, let me see. Sounds dirty. I think he was just like getting some more soap or something.
That does not sound like any soap I've ever heard in my entire life.
Or maybe he was like setting the bar of soap down afterwards.
The way that bars of soap are, when it hits something, it doesn't really make a noise. Because it kind of just hits in it instead of like my hand.
Okay, I got a bad sound, okay?
Talk about a bad sound.
I have flaws. What are they? Oh, I don't know. I sing in the shower. Sometimes I spend too much time volunteering.
Yeah. So, don't judge me. What's that sound?
It's a bass. It's someone slapping the bass, man. But I don't know. Am I supposed to guess the song?
You're supposed to guess. What's that sound?
It's
There's more to it than that, though. Just try to listen to it a little closer.
It's a bass. That's the best that I can guess. It might be Flea.
It is Flea. Okay. I thought you would be able to tell because he has such an iconic style of playing.
I mean, he just slaps the bass. Like, I think that more iconic is Les Claypool. Les Claypool's a very specific sound.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Slap the bass. Whoppa.
I slapped the bass. Whoppa.
Pitted, so pitted.
We should have a bass over here to smack. Where's my bass at? Wood being chopped.
With an axe. That is correct.
Now, that is a good version of that sound, Lara.
That's exactly one I used for the intro.
Oh,
okay, so I'm going to play the intro for our podcast real quick. I used an axe because this podcast is called Lara and the Lumberchat. And he said it sounded like someone opening a bottle. Here, just listen.
Lara and the Lumberchat podcast.
That doesn't sound like a bottle. It sounds like wood being chopped.
It just sounds quieter and not as, I don't know, the pitch sounds wrong. It just doesn't sound the same as with all the other nonsense going on. So maybe if you had that alone and then the smooth jazz.
I guess I'll just have to do better next time. Oh, wait.
We will do better next time.
We are going to change it, though, because Dylan and I have been working on a musical masterpiece. We'll have to debut it next episode, though, because it's not quite ready.
Yeah.
But it's impressive.
Very impressive.
All right, the last one. What's that sound?
Man, I'm torn between three things.
What?
Rodent, some form of rodent, a bird, or R2D2. And I don't know which one of the three that is. Or it's all three at the same time.
What kind of rodent?
A mouse.
No.
A hamster.
It is a hamster. Okay. Good job. And that's the game. Guess that sound. Did you have fun or not?
Yeah, I did actually. I'm going to face my chair towards you now, though.
All right. Well, we drank some beer. We talked about our arguments. Is there anything else you want to talk about for the podcast today?
I don't know. I will say that my hair keeps getting caught on this microphone, so that's a new thing. I never had that happen before.
Oh, your beard hair?
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't have any hair on my head. For those of you who can't see, I actually just shaved this morning, and my eyebrows are so small that people actually ask me if I shave them, which I don't. They just don't grow in very well.
Well, it's just you have light eyebrows. When you get close, you can see that they're there.
No, people used to think that I really didn't have eyebrows. I think when I was younger.
Well, those people are stupid.
Well, duh. I did. People also, when I had hair on my head, it grows in like blonde, but then very light blonde. So people thought I bleached my hair on the top.
I did when I first met you, because whenever I first met you, you had like, you're bald now on top, but you had like long hair, it went down in front of your face, and it looked like platinum blonde.
Right. I think it's just from working outside, which you can see if you look at the video, you can see like I have a pretty serious tan line. And the last year or two, I've been wearing gloves for work. So now I'm starting to get a hand tan line. So I have a similar tan line that most people have, on their on my forearm and partially up my upper arm, like how people have on their legs because their feet are white from wearing shoes and socks.
All right.
What about you? You don't have any tan lines because you're just pale all the time, even though you're Italian.
No, I work indoors in a room that's dark, that's insulated, that's soundproofed with no windows and no people and nothing but screens, and that's it.
That's not true. There's a window into a different room.
Yeah, there's a window that goes into a different dark room.
That room has a window that you cannot see because it's around a corner and it allows the slightest amount of sunlight in. Like, I don't even know how to describe how minimal the sunlight is in there. It's ridiculous. Just like this room, how you've set up this window behind us. I keep walking in and I think, is it dark already? It's like 2 o'clock.
I put a sheet behind the window because we filmed this. We're putting the podcast on YouTube as like a video with audio too. Like, how people do that, like Joe Rogan and stuff.
All the cool kids.
All the cool kids put it on YouTube. So we're on YouTube too. I don't know if you're watching, but if you are, subscribe if you want.
It's all the cool cats, but they're on Life 9.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I heard it in a rap song.
Okay.
If you ever,
it's provocative.
I had some friends when I was active duty. I don't really listen to rap that much on my own, but I had a lot of friends when I was active duty that did. And one that we would listen to all the time was Lil Wayne. And he said that in a song. He said, I'm a cool cat. No, that's Little John.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, it is what it is. But yeah, so he goes, he said, I'm a cool cat, but I'm on Life 9. And I always thought that was funny.
So wait, what did Little John do then?
He did...
Is it skeet? No,
I don't think so. I think I don't know who that was. That was someone else. But he did. Now he doesn't even really rap.
I think Lil Jon did shot.
Yeah, that was Lil Jon.
Okay.
Now he does he produces the music, whatever that means. I don't know what that means.
Like mix it, master it.
Is that what they do? I don't know.
Yeah. Like whatever DJ Khaled does, because he gets his name on everything. He's not he's not a singer or musician. He produces it.
He literally says his name on everything.
DJ Khaled.
Did you know that his name, his legal name is Khalid? His first name and last name are the same name.
I think I heard that. Yeah.
You probably heard that from me because for some reason I looked him up on Wikipedia and I thought this dude's name is Khalid. There was a guy that I knew in the Navy whose name was Gray. His first name and last name were both Gray and they were spelled the same way.
That guy's parents kind of suck.
Well, he was, I think, Liberian or Nigerian.
It's a vine.
He was like Nigerian or Liberian or something. So, I mean, maybe it made sense. I don't know. I wonder what happened to that guy.
Yeah, I wonder too.
Even though you never met him.
All right. I think we're ready to wrap this up. What do you think?
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to the first episode of Lara and the Lumberchat. Who knows? Maybe we'll never make another episode again, but we probably will next week. So
I think we have to with the amount of money that I spent on these headphones.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Mine are like $15 headphones. I think you bought a decent pair from Guitar Center, but at least you're like supporting local business, so that's cool.
But Guitar Center's not a local business because they're nationwide. They might even be
but they're still like our local Guitar Center.
Well, I would have rather have gone to Skip's Music, but Skip's Music closes at 7 o'clock. That's insane. But I work till 7 o'clock 6 days a week.
But you've gone to them to buy things. We've gone to Guitar Center to buy things. We enjoy going to places. Purchase them in real life because you can buy anything on the internet. So it kind of probably affects them a lot.
You know why? Because screw Amazon. I hate Amazon.
But we still buy stuff from Amazon.
I have not bought Amazon. I have not bought anything from Amazon in years and years. I hate Amazon. I hate Jeff Bezos.
I didn't buy anything. Oh, you hate Jeff Bezos. Well, I haven't bought anything from Amazon until for the first time was like this year.
Really?
Yeah, maybe like the end of 2020.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I'm new to Amazon as well.
That's because you got a gift card from someone, didn't you? Amazon?
I got a gift card from our boss. It was like a $25 bonus for Christmas.
Tight.
$25 Amazon gift card.
Now that's cash money. Actually, it's a credit card, but whatever.